Growing up, I was Courtney Munn, and then after a while there were so many Courtneys in the class that all of us just went by our last name, so I just went by Munn for a good portion of my life through cadets. And then I became a teacher and I became Miss Munn, and then I very quickly got associated with all of my outfits, so I was known as an anime or the cosplay teacher. I started cosplaying in high school. A group of my friends were going to something called Animathon, and I'd never heard of it, but I wanted to do this thing with my friends over the summer, so I started with that. We had a maid cat outfit. It was not very good, but it definitely sent me down the path of cosplay, and I wanted to do better. So a lot of cosplay is looking at something, figuring out how it's built, or how can you utilize something that isn't quite exactly right, but make it look like that object. So when I was teaching math, I was teaching my students about surface nets. So it's where you take a cube and you unfold it so it's completely flat. And they would have to be able to identify that that would be a cube, or it would be a triangular prism, or whatever shape it was, just by seeing how it would look flat. TikTok became a big part of how I interacted with students because I brought a lot of stuff from TikTok into my classroom to make life more relevant for them. I started off with like a very small following. It was mostly just my students being like, ooh, you're on social media, I found you. And then it very quickly blew up when I posted a video about class sizes, which was just a joke about how my class sizes were 30, but at least I wasn't the person who had the class of 40. I think it's important to connect cosplay with the kids because they need something to use as a real life application for some of the skills that they may not really enjoy in class. Like some kids don't enjoy mathematics, but if they find out that they can use it for one of their hobbies, then they're more inclined to remember it because it's now relatable to them. And I compared this a lot to armor building and cosplay, as well as textile sewing, which I also teach. Most of the reason I like doing cosplay is because I get to do it with my friends and my sister. So it's something that we look forward to, especially because we're so spread out across Alberta. It's one of the few times where we can all get together and do something. It is mostly just dressing up in character, but for some people they will utilize that time to get together and plan a whole photo shoot together, or they may even make dance videos together to post on social media. But it's just one reason for people to get together and geek out about one of their favorite shows. I think TikTok helped me relate a lot with my students, especially during COVID, because they got to see a lot of the content I was doing. And since I spent so much time on TikTok during my COVID leaves, I came back to the school with all of this knowledge they already had, and I could relate to them a lot better without sounding like I was trying to be hip and cool.